In this short video, we're going to talk about construction stories. And construction stories are also commonly referred to as the story of the variable when we use these two words or two phrases interchangeably. And one thing to always keep in mind whenever we're writing construction stories or the idea of the story of the variable, that means that we're always going to start with the variable. So the story is based on what's happening to the variable. So in our web constructions and on our recipe alterations, we were talking about when we had that truth statement of, say, w equals 16, and then we made an alteration to it, we were figuring out what's happening to w with respect to the alteration. So the same idea is happening with these construction stories, except this time what you're given is a completed equation. So when you looked at what you did on page 17, when you made several different, or you made 4 different alterations and you came up with an equation. Now let's suppose we didn't know where those alterations came from and we just had the equation. What we want to do is figure out what were those alterations. So in this case, so here is our variable a, so we always start with a, and then we notice that a is divided by 2. So this is divided by 2, a is divided by 2, and then this division problem is a quotient, and that quotient is subtracted by 5. This difference, okay, because subtraction is a difference is the answer to a subtraction problem, that difference, this quantity, is now multiplied by -3, and this multiplication problem, this entire problem, the result is 9. So if we look at this one over here, we're going to start with x. X is our variable. Now x is being subtracted by 5. Okay, so that's this piece right here. Then next, the difference, so that's the answer to a subtraction problem, that is being divided by 2, so the difference is divided by 2. That gives you this quantity right here. And now that quantity, which is called a quotient, so the quotient is being multiplied by this 4. So this entire thing now, that quotient is being added by, or I'm sorry, this product, so 4 times that, so this product is being added by 6. So the product is added by 6. So that's this piece right here is being added by that 6. So you have 3 other ones to fill in on that page. So 2 on the last page and then 1 right here. I'm going to go ahead and walk you through this last one because it's the most complicated out of all of them. So again, we want to start with the variable. So our variable is right here, and then it's going to end up being subtracted by 7. So start with w. Not sure why that's jumping. I can't seem to get it to write in there. It keeps jumping, but so I'm going to write it down here. So start with w, and then w is subtracted by 7. And now the next thing we see is this quantity is being multiplied by the -2. So subtraction is the difference. Is multiplied by 2, and then this product, we see that's going to be divided by the 5, And then the last thing that's going to happen is this quotient is going to be subtracted by 1, so all of this is being subtracted by this 1, and so the division problem is quotient is subtracted by 1, and that leaves us with the result is 15.